Hello, this is Filterfire, and this video is going to be a follow-up to my last video, which was a run with Silan with no mana. And this video is going to be the opposite. We're going to try and run as much mana as we can. I don't know that I'm going to go fully overboard on this, because one day did specifically mention wanting to see like a reasonable amount of extra mana, so I may not go completely to 10 mana cards. 12 mana cards. Like 12 mana cards on Silan is impossible, I think, to start out with. I just don't think you can get through the first fight. Well, I say that. You have cannon blasts. It wouldn't be pretty, but you could do it. But that's not what we're doing here. I do want to run a lot of mana, but I am not planning to go all the way in. So, in the interest of running a bunch of mana, let's figure out what expensive cards we might want to play. So, Rites of Winter is an obvious pick here. It is very expensive, it gets cheaper later, does a lot of stuff. Sundering Blast is another reasonable choice. I think there's a decent chance that what we end up going with here is either going to be Shocking Beam or Drain Life. I do want the ability to gain Shield. So Invigorate, I guess, would be what you would pick for that reason. Like I said, I do kind of want the ability to draw cards. Runic Study's not cheap. But that's not a win. It's not a... If I only have... I think I'm going to go to 10, probably. Let's see, what mana cards do we use? I think we run Predict. We run... The Resolute Focuses are going to be tricky to hit because we just won't have enough skills, especially early on, because we'll just have too many mana cards. Charging Focus is going to be one of our cards. Mana Shield is going to be actually value. I think Plundering Focus is actually reasonable just because like it will do something. And then, weirdly enough, I am going to go with Focuses. Well, the other options I can go with Distill Elements, but I don't think that's where I'm at. So, okay, if I'm doing that, I'm starting at 10 mana cards. What is the rest of the deck? And so we need the ability to... We don't necessarily need the ability to kill. We do have Cannon Blasts, but ideally I think we want the ability to deal damage. So we're not just spending all of our mana on Cannon Blasts. And we want something that I think will help us later on with closing out fights. I think Sundering Blast and Shocking Beam are both reasonable choices for our cards, although I think I may want something more defensive as well. Let's go Sundering Blast and Invigorate. That seems like a totally fine, reasonable, not at all crazy thing to do. Sure. Let's go with... Let's see, so for our card pool, we are trying to keep to the theme of going big on mana. So let's go Mana Eruption. I actually might swap here into at least one Meditate, even though it's... Because Meditate is not a mana card, but it is a card that helps that helps us stack growth, which I think is something we want to do if we're going like big on mana. So let's go with that. Let's see. So Mana Eruption is obviously bad. I think those two are going to be our mana card. Well, how many mana cards do we have? I think Twinning Ritual as well. I don't think we need Arcane Crystal. I don't think we need that one. That seems good for going big on growth. We can go with Strenuous Vigor. We can go with Arcane Silence, because I think that Arcane Silence and Sanctity are still just very, very valuable cards. Obviously, we're running Singularity. We may not actually run Lingering Ritual because we might try and just straight up hard cast Lingering Ritual. Yeah, I think we're going to try and play with Lingering Ritual, which is just absolutely insane. That's a terrible idea, but we're going to try. We need that, and more mana. All the mana. We need blazing rituals. We're going to go slightly crazy and run invest. Okay, invest did get... Invest was at 5 mana at one point, which was ridiculous. Oh, I can't type. Any of the other treasure cards get changed? I think invest was the only one that got reduced in cost. Demonic Greed, because we are absolutely here for the greed plays. At which point we are going with Royal Coffers, I guess, over what? Maybe we're not a Strenuous Figure deck. It's hard to justify not being a Strenuous Figure deck, though, because it's just such a good card. But I don't think I can justify cutting... Well, we'll cut the Lingering Ritual. Maybe a mistake. Somewhere, Mildred Throttle is crying. Let's see. What else can we afford? If we are spending all this mana, we obviously just need our heals. We need Mind Blast. We need access to Tough. Let's go with the defensive mod. Spirit Helmet. We need Growth. We're going to see if we can get Height of Knowledge going, I guess. Take that for the wits, I guess. And the additional growth. And then, let's see, is there anything else that's very, very expensive that we can run? There aren't as many expensive cards as there used to be. A lot of the cards that used to be very, very expensive got reduced in cost slightly because they just weren't good. Arcane Nova, sure. Okay, so that is a set of cards. Let's see, what do we name this deck? This is the swimming pool. Because we're going to be swimming in mana, is the plan. I already bought stuff from the market, and away we go. Let's take a Sublime Blast. Actually, I want one of those two. Let's go with the Sublime Blast. And if we have no mana, I don't think that's going to happen. That shouldn't be happening much, but you never know. I think we're going to go towards this. I would love to have Mana Font. I mean, we've got to take the mana cards, right? Okay. So, I believe that because of how this works, because our mana, we are so heavy on mana, we will start with 4 mana cards in our hand guaranteed every time. Which is fun. We can go ahead and play that. Pop you. Block these. Oh yeah, there's the other things, like we will have things to play just from the Cannon Blast that we create. Go ahead and play those back to back. Although one downside of this is that like we have a lot of mana, but we actually can't play Cannon Blasts a lot of the time because you really would rather be playing, when you have multiple Cannon Blasts, you want to be playing a lot of cards in order to afford them. I should have done that in different order. And yes, I could have hit the front one and killed it, but if we get a detonation on this back one, that also will kill it. Boop. Okay. Witching Blast, sure. We are actually going to need more mana to be able to afford all of this, as you have seen. Cryogenic Flask is great as a safety net. Alright, we can Ponk you, which is fun. That is less fun. We are now weak. I think Sanctuary is kind of the card we most want to be able to pick up. Alright, so we can now afford to play 2 things. Let's, I think, Turbo Detonate you. We will freeze you, because this seems like a good turn to do that. Now we want to detonate this back one. And kind of the important thing here is we want to detonate so that we can get all of the arcane procs. Bomp. Okay. Let's grab Mind Seed. Just more growth. We're just going to stack all the growth. I didn't think that vulnerable, whatever, was enough on theme. That's why I didn't take it. All right. One down, one to go. We would like to detonate this one, because then we could get rid of stuff, but that may not be in the cards. I do want to freeze out the whatever it was up to. Let's do that actually and just get stepped up, because that'll mean that we deal with all of those debuffs. Okay, let's get some shield and then get this kill. The shield is very important now. I think defensive mod is very important to have. I think Tiny Book is very important to have. I want to cut some of this mana, but I don't think I can justify it, because that's the theme. We're taking all the mana. I might want to cut the Sundering Blast too, but I don't think I can afford to do that quite yet. I think we still need that damage. I may just end up not. This may be the opposite of the other run, where the other run we removed cards every time we could, basically. Because we always had things to do with. We always had reasons to do that. But so we're now doomed. But I think we should be able to win before that becomes a problem. But I could be wrong, and it will be very, very bad if I'm wrong. That's not going to do it. We need. This is an awkward division of mana, which is the problem with the focuses. We are already adept, which makes it less important for us to play this meditate, but I do want that mana boost. Theoretically, we are wanting to play the long game kind of here, because you know the growth and all that. Which we had the growth elements in the last run as well, but here we don't have the pieces to really play quickly. But we also really don't have any ways to apply weak, unfortunately. That, which will let us set this up. And freezing here would let us get out another detonation, but I don't know that that's useful. Because we can just... Yeah, because this would be the turn that I would want to freeze out. Alright, we have a bunch of shield again. Let's get more arcane detonations. So now we're about to run up against a thing that is a new change, which is that you'll notice the arcane detonation stays at maximum, stays at 20. Arcane detonations are now capped to 20 arcane, which means that you don't hit that problem that you would hit with where you would end up just like not able to do anything after a certain point, because you not be able to hit arcane detonations after a certain point with sort of decks built around just all arcane kind of were unfeasible. There's that kill. Alright, that went well. Yeah, we don't have any payoffs for Stream's Figure yet, but it's hard to pass that up. We'll find something to use it with, I guarantee you. Sure, that seems good. That seems good. The extra tough, since we don't have other tough sources, and I don't think we are... I'm pretty sure we aren't seeing... Yeah, we're not seeing Forest Guardian this time. So I like upgrading that. Just gives us more of everything. And then I think... Can the Sundering Blast go yet? Probably still not. I can't cut any mana, again, because the theme. Would love more free upgrades, though. That'd be nice. Corrupt 1 is whatever. Shoulder pads is okay. It incentivizes us to find more free stuff, but I don't think we're going to, probably. This doesn't do anything. Hexen Claw, I think, we're not going to take, because it's going to end up fighting with too many other things that we're going to end up having. Like, it is very, very common to end up with an abundance of good trinkets by the end of a run. Okay. So this is fun. We get to just get additional stacks of everything relevant. And get our mana stolen, which is rude, but since we don't have the Sanguine Book, we do actually get to keep our mana. We do actually get to keep our Cannon Blasts this run. Let's see. Bonk. And then, although we don't get to play them, we still can't afford them. We are less able to afford the Cannon Blasts this run than we could last run, actually, which is kind of funny. At least when we have multiple of them. Okay, that will do a detonation, which is important, so that it'll kill that one off. Now, these splintering focuses we have really not had a good time with setting up, but see, I think we already have all those buffs, but can always use more. Just using that doesn't get me to another whatever, but that will kill. Thinking, could I have gotten Plundering Focus, but I didn't have enough mana left over, so no, I couldn't have. Arcane Nova is fun. We don't have a Scattered mod, so I think we take the Arcane Nova. Alright. We can go boom. We focus on that one. I think actually we do freeze that. I should have done that sooner, because then we could have gotten more damage out of the detonations. But I think that it is better late than never in that case, because we really just wanted to shut down the chance of this thing bleeding us. I think that's what it was doing that I saw and was like, this is a thing that we need to stop. Let's see. Taking an amount of damage we can afford to take. Let's just pop you for value. That puts us very close to the win, and we can afford to take 12 damage. That's fine. Curious if this got changed. Nope, still upgrade. Ooh, but it upgrades into an upgrade. Oh no, but we already have this. No, this is okay. So we used defensive mod, and even though we didn't have defensive mod plus, we still got defensive energy plus because the cannon blast itself was upgraded. That's what happened there. That's actually going to be a kaboom. And now, block damage. And we kind of want to heal. That'll work. Pop. Ironically, we have a lot of mana cards, but most of them aren't actually that good. Take the mana dance. Don't think we... Well, no, I don't think we want that. We'll take some starting growth. That seems fine. Because like all of our mana cards just like generate 2 mana, which is just not much. This is a fight where I'm going to be glad that I have that one thing. All right, we can pitch that. I know I'm very, very good at explaining myself. It's a gift, what can I say? I think we want to freeze you so that we get to keep our... Because we want to have some purity when we get... we want to have purity when we pick up Strenuous Vigor, so that we can copy the purity. Let's do a detonation on everyone. Detonate you again. Take away some of your stuff. And then we should get the, yeah, the Witching Blast this turn. I think this is the one of the two. I think this is the one we want to play. I don't think it matters how much one we tag. But there we go. This will not quite kill you. Let's tag you, which is going to do a whole lot of dispelling, which we're happy to have. Would love to see either of our AoE things this turn. No such luck. But that will do still a decent amount. And then I think that finishes them all off. So still clean fights. We can run Curse here. And that is a way to apply weak. Mystical Bloom I also like, but I think we take Curse here. I like Cursed Apple. And again, this card, it used to, so weak used to be called Cursed. But then when we got the Curse debuff that did damage, we changed this to weak because, of course, Curse kind of makes more sense for something that's doing damage. And weak is, if fairly popular, still just a good name. But so I maintain, though, that since it now no longer gives Cursed, and it doesn't give Curse at all, it should be called A Week in the Woods. And One Day thinks that pun is terrible, and I don't know why he hasn't banned me for it, but I just think that card should be renamed. Yeah, I think Sun and Glass can go now. Alright. This would be fun. This doesn't do much for us. That would be useful. There's no way for us to go through both of the arcane elementals. So we're fighting Emerald. Alright, I think we start here. I would love to have a Mystic Ritual. I think I would love to have a Mystic Ritual. Popping you should be useful. So that double stack of arcane weakness is just very good. Goodbye. Thank you for playing. Your services are no longer required. We still need a sanctuary. We don't have one yet. This is awkward. The reason I say this is awkward is because I want to play this before I use this. Or I want to use this before I play that. There we go. Should have kept the whatever. I was too lazy to do the math on. Well, I may still want to do this actually. Because I should be able to just delete you. Or at least get close. Yeah, and now the big advantage of hitting that back one is that it gets rid of the arcane rune, which means that we are no longer in danger of exploding. And exploding is bad. I don't like exploding. That worked out very nicely. I really need this cleansing shield. I want this Mystic Ritual though, and this card we aren't going to get offered again because you can only get it from the element, the arcanes, the arcane wisps. Wisps. All right. We can detonate you. This will give us some non-temporary evasion, which is always nice. Okay. Alright, so we do have 16 mana, which is nice. We can pop you guys and then just blow you up a bunch. Okay. I should have popped at the back one. I wasn't thinking about that. Although, this way I get an upgraded Cannon Blast. I get to feel clever. Even though that wasn't at all something I was thinking about. Pop and pop. So now, you're gone. And then this just kills you. Everything's working out. I mean, sure, another Mind Seed, why not? Oh, this is good. We're not taking this. Yeah, because that's not actually doing anything for us. And now we have value. I just picked it up and I forgot. Okay, yeah, extra arcane for everything we do that applies arcane, which is pretty good. Poppity pop. And poppity pop. And now we take not enough arcane to explode us. Although now, of course, we will find the Mystic Ritual. Or not yet. Okay. Let's see. Do that. I think we do want to see what we can find. I really want to get this off. I guess we're cursed appling. Okay, so now we can get all of those buffs. And we can, I think, detonate you. Yeah, because it's going to kill you and then put us in a good position on this other one. We don't really care about taking that one detonation. And that one's now safe to use. Okay. We can actually make progress towards cleaning powerful off of this thing, thanks to the extra kick from that. We aren't getting to this. Well, we can. That means not playing this, and I really want to get that out. Even though it probably was less important than just doing a Curse of the Forest. Pop. So now we get to evade all but one of these hits. That's going to pop off even more powerful rings. We can play this and then do that, which is fun. Yes, 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 you're very pretty. Whomp. Unfortunately, now it's going to heal. And I'm like 30, which is just kind of annoying. We'll get there, it's just going to take us a moment. Fortunately, we are now at the point where we can basically just like throw cards out until problems are solved. Show me... Actually, even that's fine. I'm fine with that card too. That may actually be what we want. I think we're stacking enough Adept for that to be good. Especially since we start with Adept. So we might have problems against Emerald if I mess up, which, you know, it happens. I mess up sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean with disturbing regularity. Well, that's neither here nor there. Okay. Poppity poppity pop. And we can easily just deal with this because we have purity. Let's see what we get out of that. Let's do that just for fun. We do not have tough, which is not a thing we can get, unfortunately. But we now get even more arcane. And we can get these detonations off. But yeah, like you can see, like the fact that the detonations stop scaling after 20 are very important when you're in a deck like this where you're using arcane detonations heavily. That weak is not going to reduce the damage as much as I would like. I think we're gonna have to do that. It's already weak, but I think that we want to apply more weak. And then we're just accepting that we're eating a little bit of damage here, I think. And it's fine. Okay. Let's think. Take away all of your buffs. You don't need them anymore. We need them. Just do that. Just that I can... I meant to... I'm awake. It's fine. I had a plan there that involved strenuous vigoring things that didn't get strenuous vigored. Stop healing yourself. It's just not fair. But you see, if we just blow it up enough times, we'll get there. But it may take a bit. But we'll get there, but it may take a bit. We can totally afford to explode here. Don't even care. That'll kill you. Alright. Mystical Bloom is fun. I think we need the Chimera form for the extra tough. I don't know why tough doesn't scale up with Mask of Rage. Just imagine that. I'll take that, sure. That's not actually that much better. I mean, it is good. I think we want this. That seems potentially very crazy. Here we go. And would I take another one of those? I don't think so. Those are very bad multiples. We'll start here. Sure. Okay. So then we do that. And we just blow everything up a lot. Look at these rubes. Look how much they explode. That was good. And no, you don't get to get your tough, or your plated rather. You just get to die. Can we get to... No, we can't. I wanted to get the big shot out, but alas. Another defensive mod seems fine. Just in terms of letting us better manage Emerald. Lead with that. Okay, this is the tough choice. Do I play this, or do I get this kill out? The answer. Let's see what we can get. Okay. So now, we can do that just for fun. And then, get all the pops for all the value. And create a treasure just for fun. So we get to deal with both of those. Get a cannon blast. Get stacks of everything. Oh hey, nice 2 powerful you got there. That'll do great for you. Oh, sorry, no, the line is, it'd be a shame if something happened to it. That's my line. Well, viewers, write in now if you think that he'll get to keep his powerful. Sure, if we can play that. He'll get to keep at least one of it for a turn. Because I decided to be merciful. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed your powerful. Because it's gone now. You didn't deserve it. I'm not going to bother modding, I think. Just get damage out. Die. getting plus 60% from Mask of Rage. Yeah, we'll take the Mind Blast and then upgrade it. That seems good. Just an alternate way to deal damage. This doesn't do anything for us because we're not doing any crits. No, this really does anything for us. We'll just throw it all in the trash. Alright, let's do a murder. At least the plan is that we're going to do a murder. We'll see what actually happens. My money's on murder. Murder is what happens. But it may take a bit for us to actually do the murder. It is very nice though that we can just like repeatedly keep blowing up the arcane barrier. Not always, but a decent amount. So we get out of that. That's definitely not happening this turn. So this will let me play this afterwards, which is nice. Okay. Where are we at on buffs? I mean, we can always use more. I think that's the answer. Yeah, if we had some way to like stack powerful, imagine that. I mean, we can't stack powerful. Being able to stack adept is actually surprisingly similar with the nonsense we've got going on. So let's get all of that up. Let's see, bonk. Alright, so buffs incoming, but I think not. Made the executive decision that you just do not get to buff today. Sorry. Hey, we have exactly enough to pop that, which is nice. And we can get a little bit of damage out. Should probably have left the shock on so that we could get value from it, but yeah. That seems like as good a time as any to shrivel. Sure. We should just cut the plundering focuses at some point, but like, they are mana cards. If we again, like, haven't been actually taking mana cards, so... Okay, there's that out. But we can take away all of those buffs you just got. Or at least some of them. Okay. We can evade most of this, get hit once. There's another one of your stacks of powerful gone. Because you hadn't earned them. I really don't need to play that. I mean, I might anyway, but I really don't need to. Alright. Keep trying. I believe. So, because we get so much extra mana from Sturdy, or much extra shield from Sturdy, and mana shields are now 4 shield base, and then we get an extra +2 from this, we're getting total +6 shield from everything that generates shield, which is why our mana shields are generating 10 shield, and why we totally don't care about blowing ourselves up. Alright. Yep. You sure did get some buffs back. And then your buffs mysteriously vanished. Who can say why? More strenuous vigor? I mean, I should take this. But it's another strenuous vigor, you know? We'll find a use for it. This is probably better. Because it still has the shield gain by cards, pit, which is the most important thing. Okay. We're fighting Maw. We get to go through these 2 dorks, which is great. We may finally pick up another mana card. We may get a mana card here. 50-50 shot. I think we may want to blow this one up. No, because this is the one that does weak. I was thinking the other, the arcane weakness one. That's just not enough damage to justify itself. Let's do another detonation there. I think it would light more shield if I can get it. That's not really going to work, but it will. At least mean I take less damage. How about you don't ruin my day? Thanks. Okay, so we want to kill this one at the back before we use that. Although I think that that's not really in the realm of possibility, because I want to use, I think getting that shield is more important. And we have to do this in order to pop off everything. And this could be a mistake, but it's actually okay. It actually works out very nicely. Let's see. I think it is now time to do that. So the important thing here is I get a lot of evasion ranks. And also I just, you know, detonate stuff. We're just going to kill that back one. Because we have a bunch of adept, which we have Mask of Rage, so that's all working out. Yep, let's see what we drop. Sure. Deciding if it's worth Mystic Ritualing. Of course it's worth Mystic Ritualing. We'll find mana. See, we found mana. Totally fine. Told you it would be fine. Alright, we get to evade most of these hits. We get even more mana. But yeah, like this is only doing 40 damage, which is relatively low for a Mind Blast. Yeah, we will take the Hunter's Focus. Finally a mana card that's going to consistently get us more than 2 mana. This doesn't seem as good as what we have. That seems actually okay. God, is Sludge Salvo finally a card people will take? Probably not. But it's expensive, so this may be the Sludge Salvo run. It's finally happening, guys. Somebody's playing Sludge Salvo. Okay, you're going to have a bad day. Let's think. I kind of want to freeze this guy. Yeah, we do need to freeze that one because we don't have any cleanse still. Well, now we don't, because we can just do that. I'm going to anyway. Let's preserve our ranks of stiff. Okay. We can get a lot of damage on this back one. Let's draw some cards. Okay. Blow you up, which will get us a treasure. Spend a little bit of time thinking about just how we're gonna make space in hand. Okay. Which when it becomes a question of whether or not we are defensive modding, whether we are defensive modding or doing damage. I think we are at a point where you're just trying to get damage out. Yeah, it does cost us all our purity, but I think it was worth it. Well, of course, I am kind of being taunted now. Okay, so we can gain health back. So we have a ton of evasion. And we have 11 adept, which means that this is now plus 75%. So we're going to get 42 arcane out of that. Just see if I can kill this one, because there's a decent chance that I can. Yeah, I totally can. That one's just dead. Let's just kill you. And we get to evade this one. Nice. This blows us up, and we'll actually take ranks of debuffs, but I think it's worth, or ranks of buffs, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it. So close, but we have evasion, so it's fine. Just cannon blast. Okay. That's fine, but I think we just take a mind seed. Just keep taking mind seeds. I think this is another one. This is another one of the ones where we will take any monster card we're offered. Draw a card and see what we find. That's not happening this turn. I would love to find. That's not what I was going to say, but that's fine. That'll do something for us. Need at least get a ton of mighty, which is nice. And we can just detonate there to start making progress towards kicking out all of those buffs. And we aren't going to take any damage this turn, which is important. Yeah, we don't really care about the shrivels because we do have a couple ways to heal. And that's unfortunate, because we can't really play that right now. Because if we do, we explode. Well, can we afford to explode? We can afford to explode. Worth it. Now let's just do this for free, basically. Is that lethal? No. In that case, let's just get more 20 damage detonations out. Alright. Now we're actually going to take damage beyond what we can recover, but that's fine. Because we nearly killed off this thing, which I think is worth it. Yeah, because that one's just totally gone now. And we get to block this, which is nice. Okay. And that means that we are now very close to winning. Bomb. Does this kill? Does 11 plus 17, which is detonation for 20. No, it doesn't kill, I think. But if we play one of these, then we can play two things, and then that actually does get us the kill, so let's just do that. Okay, I wasn't sure if the shock from the shock scepter would apply soon enough to get us that detonation. I think we do take the prism shield. This, like, I would have taken adept, or sorry, invest if we'd seen it sooner, but we just didn't. And I'm too invested in having that prism shield, I think. Yeah, that would be very good. But for now, we're just going to explode things. Let's see if we can get mana. Cool. This works out very nicely. We can make you weak. We can draw some cards. Because somewhere in this stack, you have 2 copies of that other thing that we really want to play. Turn is bigger. We could find that, we'd be in business. But we cannot find that. So we are not in business. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's one of them anyway. Let's pop. I just don't like this guy. I don't care if it's correct to focus the other one down first. These guys have been too annoying to me for too long, so they get to die. We'll take just a tiny fraction of damage here. Alright, love to see it. Oh, I should do this. Should have done this first. Oh, but we don't actually take an amount of damage that's beyond what we can recover here, so we're fine with that. Especially when we get another explosion. Alright. Alright, so the question is, do we play this Invigorate here? I think we're just going to freeze. And the main reason I did that immediately was just so we could get off the big damage explosions. Honk. Doom. Doom. Okay, we're actually going to take damage again, but again, not past far recoverable. And so, goodbye. Okay, not quite goodbye, but soon enough, goodbye. It's actually going to hit us once and then explode. Get eaten. I think we need the cleansing shield. Are we fighting? Yeah, we're fighting Mal. We need this cleansing shield. Yeah, that's definitely better than that. Still not cutting cards because we're still not cowards. And we're moving on. We're only gonna have the one cleanse card. Just have not found any sanctuaries. That's fine. It'll be fine. It has to be. It will be fine because it must be fine. That's my motto. None of that is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I was really, really hoping to find that one thing. Let's just pop these guys a couple more times. Really looking to find one of the defensive mods. Would have been very nice, but no such luck. Okay, now we get very cursed. It's fine. It's fine. At least we have this. I want to play all this stuff, and I can't. I can copy that, potentially. I'm trying to think how this lines up to get these two out. The answer is it may not. I can also just copy this, but not really what I want to do. Let's see, what if I just copy this now? No, we're going to get another one next turn. That's fine. That's our plan. We're going to Spyglass the next Strenuous. Oh, I would have really liked to have had a Purity still, but that was a thing that was knowable, and I just... Look, it's kind of late for me at this point. That's my excuse. Sticking with it. Okay. We can draw some cards. Okay, now we're in business. There we go. Lots of ranks of lots of buffs. Get some damage out. So the front one is going to doom us now. I don't think we're in danger of getting got by the doom timer though. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But at present, I wouldn't say that this doom counter is a huge concern for me. Yeah, we got 5 turns. It'll be fine. maybe be able to outshield it, although that seems a little bit unlikely with overall how the run is going, I would say. I think we get out more detonations on you. Because we can. Yeah, so we get tagged twice, but it doesn't matter. We get... Okay. So here's the fun thing. We do now get to... Oh right, we get to just empower the Doom. What am I talking about? We are in absolutely no danger of getting the Doom proc go off, having the Doom proc go off on us. It just cannot. It's just not a thing that can happen. Okay, this doesn't quite kill both if I tag this one. If I tag the front one. But we don't care about what that one's up to, so let's just tag that one. Because the advantage here is that then when this back one hits us, we'll get another cannon blast. Which, you know, is nice. And if we find an Arcane Nova, yeah, Arcane Nova's just going to do work for us. Whoop. Bite. I think that's like our second plundering focused proc. We've actually drawn the plundering focused treasure like once. Oh man, singularity, we could actually finally take that. Yeah, we have a singularity, sure. I don't think we need any of this. I think you're upgrading, I mean, play would be to upgrade singularity. That doesn't give us extra purity. These do. That cleanses twice now. We'll upgrade that because it's our only cleanse. And we're still too lazy to cut anything. If Paladin is on the map, Paladin is on the left side. Here we go. Facing Shadowbone Elemental with the deck we have is kind of sketch. But again, I'm not a coward. This is a tough choice. Because I want to do both. We start here. See what we can find. Yeah, we'll pitch that. I think that it actually makes sense to doubling spike glass to this. Because it's just going to do a phenomenal amount of damage. It may actually kill everything. Or at least kill the... It'll kill the bird. It won't kill everything. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get the AoE detonations from the back bird because the thing died. But, you know, it's hard to complain too much when we had that many kabooms. Draw some cards. More importantly, that will let us get this to 0 cost. And we can do that. Yeah, the singularity is actually relatively difficult for us to cast for most of the run. But gosh darn it, I'm not going to let it stop us from trying. Let's do that. Yeah, we can still do that. $15 damage detonation. Get more tough, get more mighty. And now we just should be able to finish off with just going Blanc. Okay. Do we need another defensive mod? I think we actually want the Precarious Draught, although the Precarious Draught is a little bit awkward because it can eat our purity, but I think we have enough purity that we don't care. Upgrade a card? Sure. More purity? More tough? All that stuff? I think so. Right, one more chance at finding that one thing. I think we would take more of it into here if we got it. It's kind of on theme, I guess. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Pitch that. Getting you to take care of those powerful stacks is nice. Or those evasion stacks. Not that it's a huge deal. Right, so we don't get set on fire. We are going to get cursed here, I think. I want to say that this guy sets up like a double curse. Very rude. That's the upgraded one. I think this one's the one that's a bigger threat in the short term. Do we just shut this one down? Taking 16. Yeah, I think we just say screw you. Okay. I'm just less thinking to do that. We can have burn trigger on us, which is not going to matter because we are not on fire. A little bit awkward. So we can cleanse, but if we do that, we don't get to strenuous. I want strenuous. Strenuous, we are actually really low on growth, just because all of our growth generating stuff is at the bottom of our deck, apparently. So now we have plenty of purity. Okay, that's good, because now we can play Cleansing Shield. Which is, I think, what we're going to do. Because that will just deal with some of that curse and let us at least not be the most cursed. Just want to get out one of those bigger detonations. Okay. Unfortunate hand. But it's not the end of the world. We do have a lot of extra evasion set up. We spent all of it, but, you know, it did its job. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, we can just straight up bunk this jerk. So I think that's what's going to happen. Whoomp. I think this thing is just going to die to its burn. So you guys can trigger burn on itself twice, then just once per turn, and it's gone. Singularity count, 1. We have played 1 singularity. They're not cursed at all. Which feels pretty good. You're winning this curse fight. Because it curses itself, that's where the curse is coming from, in case you were curious. If you're not familiar with this fight. So many ranks of all the debuffs, of all the buffs rather. We didn't actually manage to capture powerful, because we can start stacking powerful if we manage to line up exactly that one thing, those two things, the Hunter's Focus and this, but it's not really a huge deal. Oh, actually I should just go ahead and do that so that I can get more whatever value. The arcane detonations will continue until morale improves. Okay. Keep evading. And we can. Okay. So, gonna be left just the Shadow Burst. Reasonable use of force. Okay. I mean, sure. Permanent Shock Rune rank? No, I think we would rather just get more shield. Discard. We will upgrade. Maybe their defensive mod? I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of growth. I don't know if we even need a ridiculous amount of growth, but we might take it anyway. That's very funny. Yeah, we'll take a ridiculous amount of growth. That seems funny. Alright. Paladin? Paladin. Okay. This may take a while. I don't really want to copy the Strange Figures yet, I think. We do get to evade all these though, which is fun. And more importantly, we have a lot of purity up. Let's do that. Get us a couple more detonations. Getting rid of that fortress is going to make life a little bit easier on us later. We do not have to deal with all of these summons. which could be a problem, or it could be fine. This thing has opportunists, so we don't really want to play that. We do have to get through all of these ranks of purity that they have, which is just very rude. Especially because we can't start popping their plated off. This run will go a lot better if we can line up Hunter's Focus and whatever at some point. Which, you know, we may never be lucky enough to do. So this will... Okay. Alright, so the Doom is still not going to be a problem. We have Strategic Figure in the other deck too, that's how we weren't getting doomed. I'm very dumb. I'm very dumb sometimes. I think we do have to freeze this, unfortunately. Should have frozen that out when it was going to go summon. That would have been the smart thing to do. Take a little bit of damage here. Okay. I think we do that. Alright, we are actually going to lose health here. Oh, okay, and we are actually very close to getting doomed. Which is very unfortunate. I didn't realize how close we were to getting doomed. But we have been a little bit unlucky on draws. See if that kills you. Thank you. There we go. We at least get to avoid getting doomed this moment. And I think we probably Strenuous Figure. We probably copy that. We may also play this. Let's think. How much do detonations help us here? Well, regardless, I think we're doing that first. Which has the benefit of healing back all of our missing health. And then we can get enough shield to block all of that, or we can, yeah, I think we just detonate a couple times. Alright. Boop. Summons are probably coming out again soon enough, but this is the thing I was talking about, like if we could line up those couple things would be better for us. So we do get to pop off some of those plated stacks. Another that plated stack. I swear this thing's damage must scale up with something, even though it doesn't have the damage scales up with icon. There's all of the fortress gone. Here comes summon again. Here comes summons again. Words. Yeah, this is not a fast way to get this kill. Mind Blast is theoretically our payoff, which is Mind Blast and also Singularity, but this is just going to pop off all over there. Alright, that'll get us a detonation and a detonation. That guy's just a jerk. Okay. More detonations. This is where like we wish we were Rauden or a Paladin. Because if we were a Paladin, then whenever we get one of these detonations, we get value. Yeah, whenever we get a detonation, we would get additional bonus value. Let me think. This does not enough damage to kill you. Let's just kill you then. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the save whatever. Alright, so we get more Doom, which is nice. Just makes life a little bit easier on us. We're going to get a Singularity here. I'm not going to be able to afford it. Okay, no, we didn't. Oh, I almost played the wrong thing. I think playing this is still value. That is also a lot of value, though. I think we just do that. Because this will kill you. I think we can also do it there. Get killed with that. Or that. One of the two. Important thing is a kill occurred. Probably really close to the point in the cycle. Yeah, we're only a couple turns away from getting the summon back. We may never leave. We may never even get past phase 1. There's phase swap. But we got to ignore all of the incoming. Because we're cool like that. Okay. Plenty of shield. Bring your stupid summons in. See if I care. Keep just not lining those. Again, if we could get these powerful stacks going, but we just cannot for the life of us. Yeah, we can only point that at the front one. Is that even better than playing? Yeah, it is. Okay. I had either time with the other run, but it's hard to see how much that was just because like I was doing the cheaty thing of okay, I can target anything, but I really want to just kill you outright. Can I kill you outright? Yes. Is killing you more important? Yeah, probably. Well, is it? We can actually let you survive for a while without it causing problems. I don't know why I've been focusing down that front one, because we don't actually care. Because I don't think it will lead into our purity for a while. I suppose it is doing a decent amount of damage. We don't have that much shield. Yeah, I've talked myself into killing it. Hey, there we go. Now we have some powerful. I think we just have to play this at this point. Just get all that shield. Yeah, we will. We can run out of purity. That is a thing that is possible. There we go. Oh, I mean, now it's just immediately going to replace itself, so I shouldn't have done that, but, yeah, well. Don't I feel silly? Don't I? Okay, how much mana is left in this stack? Enough, we're risking it. Oh, forgot to take that into account. But... oh, I suppose we wouldn't have gotten that much value out of that anyway, because of things. Whoop. We live here forever. We live here forever. Should just save that mana. Really, I need to point Mind Blast at the Paladin. That's what I need to do. But I need to get these guys dead. Like, they are a problem. This will not kill anything, I think. But... we do now take damage, I think. But, you know, not beyond what we can recover, because that's how this fight goes. Also, like, we are stacking powerful, but we are not outstacking the amount of plated that this thing generates. Which is a little bit of a frustration. And we need all that shield. Okay, I think we don't want to kill the shield this turn, because if we do, the new one will come in. So we're just going to do that. And do one more pop, because we can, because we're about to get powerful, or what, plated, whatever, set up. Okay. Slowly kicking through. Okay, because now, yeah, we don't get the taunt back, which means that this cycle is going to be much, much easier to deal with. Because we can just do that. And actually start on this one pretty easily. Yeah, this is the big downside to our deck being huge. It just takes us forever to loop back around to our key cards. Also means that we can't stack Adept as fast as we would like. Finally getting some damage out. We actually have a somewhat clear board for a little bit. God, I wanted to be done with this run by now. This is what I get for fighting Paladin with a slow deck. Like, it's just, you're just here forever. Just, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? But just like, imagine if the Arcane wasn't capped. Imagine how much longer this would take. It's like, this has not been a short fight. And we're about to get more summons in. At least we got off some of this stuff. Alright, we're going to pop off even more plated stacks. And this has to go at the front one. We don't have a choice. But getting to kill that one is very nice, because it just means that we don't have to deal with more plated stacking. We can also immediately start in on the second one. And we aren't quite going to get this pressure off. Okay. That's going to detonate, which is going to kill this front one. And the question is, do we get more shield, or do we... I think we just do another detonate here. Okay. So this will set up shock, which means we're going to get there. I am so sorry. I should timestamp this fight so that you can just like You just know, like, this is where hell starts. This is the point at which the fight... This is the point at which the run just stalls out forever. I shouldn't have wasted that on that. Yeah, because we still have lethal anyway. You're gonna get more powerful, because I can. And screw you. Oh, whoops. I totally skipped the actual recording of throwing that Mind Blast, because I was paused to go send a screenshot. I threw the Mind Blast. It killed the thing. Sorry. Just take the increasing mana. Let's take... Still just not that amazing. Increasing mana plus, or whatever. I just want to be done. I just want to sleep. There is no escape. We're not even resting. We're just going in. We're just going to kill this jerk. I just don't care anymore. You have no more ways to threaten me. You have no power here. Do you know what I slogged through to get here? Yes, yes, yes. You are incredibly cute. We are all very proud. Alright, we got to set this up immediately. That's very nice. Let's... how do I want to do this? I think I start by drawing some cards, because if I can get a little bit more mana, I can get all of those buffs set up. That'll also work. Thinking. Do I have all of my... Yeah. Just go do this. So now we have started to stack powerful. And we get more shield. And we can afford to play out these shadow slashes because we have pretty good amount of stuff. Oh right, this is inexplicably a strike. I forgot. It's actually very useful to us. Let's do that for now. Alright. It's going to draw us back into whatever, but which we can't get use out of, but it's fun. Like I said, I just don't care anymore. We're just getting this to the end. This will draw something useful. Just kidding. This will draw something useful. I wasn't lying that time. Yeah, sure, that's as good a time as any to do that. Alright. I'll get a singular. Oh no, right. Let's get some Mind Blast. Pop and pop and pop. We live here forever. We live here forever. Because yeah, we are doing damage at a pace that, like, it's not slow, but hoo boy is it not fast enough for this nonsense. Okay, more ranks of all the buffs. Yeah, I'm just not even trying anymore. Yes, yes, you did it. We don't care about losing life to shrivels. Now to get us back this, because... Oh right, not necessarily. Unfortunately, that required us to burn up the shock, so we lose like 10 damage here. The fact that we've been able to actually stack powerful is very nice, though. That has absolutely sped things up. Because it is like the 30 extra damage from those, which is not an inconsiderable amount. Yeah, I know. Once again, I just can't quite line up shock how I want it. I suppose I could have if I just thought a bit more, but again, I am so far past thinking at this point. We're going to get cursed. We're not going to care. Is that lethal? No. Okay. Okay. Annoyingly, we're gonna get like a heal for like 40 here, which is 60. Yeah, just let me out. All right. If you can't kill me, give up and die already. So give up and die. Okay, that run's over. You can tell just how much my will to live. The ironic thing is, like, we weren't ever actually really swimming in mana because of the mana cards that I ended up taking, which I do find kind of funny. But the run worked. My notes are, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. That run, that paladin fight, just, I won, but I lost the will to live. Anyway, I'll see you guys for the next video. Until the next time, toodles.